Usha Vance is stepping back into the spotlight just weeks after the birth of her fourth child, Alec Neil Vance. In her first sit-down interview since welcoming her newborn, Usha opened up about life as a family of six inside the VP's residence, all while pushing forward with her national literacy campaign. Speaking with Fox News, the second lady said life with four kids has been lovely so far and revealed her special trick to ensure there is no sibling rivalry. Her three older children have eagerly stepped in as helpers, competing to hold baby Alec, assisting at the changing table, burping him, and keeping him entertained.
One of the things that has just been beautiful to see is how excited my older kids are for their new brother. They're always fighting over holding him. When we do diaper changes or clothes changes, one of them is always there helping, over the diaper table. They're willing to burp him. They want to grab things for him. They want to entertain him.
To keep things balanced, Usha and Vice President JD Vance have had daily one-on-one routines since they brought Alec home. Each child gets dedicated individual time with a parent every single day. Usha recently spent a solo afternoon with her middle child, visiting a bookstore, grabbing lunch, and running errands, a strategy she says keeps her older kids thriving despite the newborn chaos.
So I try to do things one-on-one with each of them and him.
She also opened up with searing honesty about how she once had jitters about having a fourth child, but those were quickly put to rest. In addition to managing a newborn, Usha addressed how the family was handling late summer family logistics and preparing for the upcoming academic year. She shared that her children are currently in the middle of a back-to-school countdown, eagerly awaiting the release of their official school class lists to find out which of their friends will be placed in their respective classrooms. Rather than rushing through last-minute shopping, she provides her children with their official supply lists and encourages them to assemble materials from around the house, organize their school attire, and lay out their shoes ahead of time to cushion the adjustment before early 6:30 wake-up calls resume.
We try to make it kind of a celebratory thing where over the month of August, we kind of slowly get everything prepared so it doesn't come as too much of a shock when they have to wake up at 6:30 again every morning.
Alongside her news appearance, Usha released episode 13 of Storytime with the Second Lady, opening the broadcast by reestablishing her core motto, "When we read, we grow." The project remains a center pillar of her public office, dedicated to promoting youth literacy and family engagement nationwide. During the episode, Vance wore a stylish, relaxed, short-sleeved V-neck midi dress featuring an abstract black and white tie-dye pattern, complemented by a delicate gold bracelet and black pointed-toe kitten heel pumps. For this installment, Vance hosted author, podcast host, and fellow mother Jackie Oshry to read her publication, The Camper and the Counselor. During their sit-down interview prior to the reading, Vance discussed family life, childhood memories, and growing up alongside three sisters. Referring to their current household dynamics as mothers raising young boys, Vance offered a lighthearted look into her family's personal preferences, revealing that while traditional choices like the Tyrannosaurus Rex remain popular among children, her home leans toward a different prehistoric creature entirely.
We're a Spinosaurus family.
Connecting the story's theme to a broader childhood development, Vance noted that every child faces the daunting transition of starting at a new school, recalling her own elementary school move and the comfort young mentors provided. The topic hits close to home as her eldest son prepares for his first week-long Cub Scout sleepaway camp, a milestone that Vance admitted comes with a few maternal jitters of her own about the separation.
Our son is actually going to his first sleepaway camp, and he's very excited. He's going for a week. It's with Cub Scouts, and I'm very nervous because I think I'm going to miss him so much.
I know. That's how I feel now as a parent.
Vance explained that she was already mapping out her calendar to write and mail a handwritten letter to him for every single day of his trip. Concluding the reading session, Vance encouraged young readers to draw literacy inspiration from their own families and everyday lives to write their own stories. She closed the episode by reminding families to participate in her National Summer Reading Challenge, which asks children to read 12 books of their choice over the break, track their titles in a reading log, and submit the completed list directly to her office by the end of the summer. Following her reading segment, Vance took to social media to celebrate a major personal occasion, posting a heartwarming birthday tribute on Instagram to Vice President JD Vance with the caption, "Wishing at VP the happiest of birthdays. We love you." Alongside the message, Vance shared two candid photographs providing a rare look into the vice president's personal life. The first picture captures an outdoor family moment on a paved drive set against lush green foliage, featuring Usha in a flowing white floral dress while visibly pregnant, smiling alongside her 3 older children as JD Vance, wearing a gray t-shirt and dark jeans, bends down to rub their family dog's belly as the dog rolls on its back. The second image shows a relaxed snapshot of the couple leaning over a wooden enclosure outdoors, where JD Vance, wearing a blue graphic t-shirt, carefully cradles a tiny newborn chick in his hands, while Usha, wearing a white t-shirt, denim overalls, and bright pink sunglasses with blue reflective lenses, smiles warmly as she reaches her hand toward the chick. Moving next to Lara Trump, the TV personality and White House insider has been actively producing content for her digital series, My View, hosting high-profile interviews and documenting campaign stops across her social media platforms. In a recent standout episode, Lara sat down with Secretary of State Marco Rubio inside the White House for a wide-ranging discussion on foreign policy, international relations, and national security threats. For the interview, she wore an elegant black short-sleeved midi dress paired with crisscross black heels. During the interview, Lara pressed Secretary Rubio on the State Department's newly released 100-page report detailing the national security threat posed by Cuba. The conversation highlighted how the Cuban regime operates as a foreign intelligence superpower, embedding spies within American institutions and influencing radical activism on college campuses.
What people forget that when it comes to things like espionage and influence operations, they actually are an influence and espionage superpower. If you look at the history of espionage in the United States, Cuba is the only country that consistently has implanted and embedded spies in our system without even paying them.
Their conversation also covered ongoing developments in Venezuela following recent elections and recovery efforts, the delicate diplomatic balancing act required when negotiating with Beijing, and President Trump's broader foreign policy strategy of rebalancing global trade through tariffs. Turning briefly to another prominent new mother in the White House circle, Katie Miller released the milestone 50th episode of the Katie Miller podcast. Titled Laura Ingraham, Trump Changed Politics Forever, the sit-down features Miller interviewing Fox News primetime host Laura Ingraham in Washington, D.C. For the episode, Miller wore a cream-colored cardigan jacket over a white top, paired with high-waisted wide-leg jeans with a denim belt sash and wide slingback heels. During their sit-down, Miller praised Ingraham's platform, noting how crucial it is for conservative women in the media to make their voices heard.
If more women were doing it and speaking their mind, just like you do every night, I think it's an inspiration to other conservative women that you can be loud and you can have an opinion and you can be made really successful.
Absolutely.
The brief conversation covered Ingraham's career milestones, from her start at the Dartmouth Review to Fox News, alongside insights on live television stress, her adoption journey raising 3 children, and the broader future of conservative media. That wraps up our complete look at what the women of the White House have been up to this week on Maga Wags. Make sure to hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the US Sun YouTube channel so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.